This is all about Demon Slayer and whatever else you guys want to talk about. Should we introduce ourselves? No.
That sounds appropriate. But look at all these sweet-ass cosplays. I said the A word at an 11 a.m. panel. Oops.
It's okay, you're not yet.
Actually, y'all watch Demon Slayer. That stuff is violent as H.
It is.
So I can say the A word.
Or even violent as F.
Yeah.
Okay, why are the kids in the panel? Just cover your ears
When I'm talking. Oh, yeah, no, I just did 2 18-plus panels in a row. I'm still in. I love your cosplays. Y'all look really good. Yeah. But anyway.
Are you still asleep? Take us away.
A little bit.
I'm still waking up gradually, so by the end of the panel, you should be awake. Let's do a little self-introduction. Okay, Khoi, you're starting.
I'm starting?
Of course you are.
Okay, hi, my name is Khoi Dao. I'm a voice actor, and I'm not sure why I'm here. Let me explain. I do voice some characters in Demon Slayer. The characters I voice are the buff mice.
Very
Follow usually around, the guys go, muscle, muscle.
I think that's why you're here.
Yeah, probably. So technically, I say as many things as Nezuko does. Oh, I also voice Murata, my actual human Demon Slayer character who says things, but I don't think that's as interesting as the mice with abs. Other things that I'm in, Genshin Impact, I don't know if y'all have heard of that game. Yeah, there we go.
Ever heard of it?
I voice...
Never heard of it. What is it?
Genshin Impact.
I'll look it up later. It sounds violent.
Is a little bit violent.
Is it really bloody? Is it like Silent Hill?
A little scarier. Mostly because the people playing online. What else? Fire Emblem Heroes. I voice Wolt and Nils. Oh, Kuriko's back. Yeah, Fire Emblem fans. Hell yeah. I mean, heck yeah. I'm sorry. Kuriko's Basketball, y'all know that one? Old title. I voice Kuriko. Hey, Abby, you're also in the Basketball of Kuriko's.
I'm Rico in that one.
Yeah, you're Rico. Good old Coach Rico. There's some other stuff, but I'd like to pass the mic on to my colleagues.
He just gradually trails off.
Yeah.
That's it. Passing it over. Hi, I'm Sarah Williams. I do the voices. In Demon Slayer, I voice Tamari Demon Susamaru. In other stuff, it's nice when she was there. In other stuff, I'm Sayaka Miki in Madoka Magica. Elizabeth in Sword Art Online. Neferpito in Hunter x Hunter.
That's a cool one.
Yay. They were so gremlin-y. Hi, I'm Abby Trott. I am Nezuko in Demon Slayer, and also Shintaro, the little bird. And that's the important one. He's the important one. He's keeping Zenitsu in line. And he's a bird. And some other random people. Other stuff that you might know me from, I sing the song Lifelight in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I voice... Nobody ever knows that, but I think it's really funny. What else? I'm Annette in the Fire Emblem Three Houses. I feel like that's how I first found out about you, though. Because I was just like, I'll do this thing. Yeah, I don't
You
know.
also voiced you also voiced inside of Shaman King.
That's right. Please tell me my resume. I'm like, I don't know about your AM. I'm Yo in the 2021 Shaman King. I'm just gonna pick a random one. I'm a lactic acid bacterium in cells at work. The little cat.
Oh my god, that's you!
That's me.
That's so cool.
And some other ones too.
Hi, I'm Emi. I'm also a voice actor. I'm in Demon Slayer. I'm the voice of Suma. I'm not a very good fighter. And otherwise, I'm the voice of Anna in Higurashi, as well as, what else am I in? It's really early, I swear.
Demon Slayer.
In Demon Slayer. I totally knew what I was in before I started talking. Kate in Shadow's house, Rinku in D4DJ, I don't know what else. Yeah, I do voice stuff. I like that. That's the important stuff.
Wait, did you list your Higurashi character?
Yeah, that's like the only one I remember.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I also, if any of you like Donghua, I'm Banya in Heaven Official's Blessing. I don't know if any of you have seen that. Gay Chinese boys.
I keep forgetting we're in stuff together other than Demon Slayer.
What's that?
I keep forgetting we're in stuff together other than Demon Slayer.
Yeah, like Higurashi.
Yeah, it's like
Where we have a very happy and not violent relationship. And survive to tell the tale.
We're all in stuff together. It's like we work in an industry.
It's like we do things. Pretty cool.
We live in a society.
Alright. Well, that's who we are. So we got that checked off the list. I don't know, what do you guys want to talk about Demon Slayer?
I think we let them ask us.
Should we open it up to a Q&A?
Yeah, I think it's a good time to open up the questions.
If you guys have any questions you want to ask us about Demon Slayer, or anything really, let's do a Q&A. Do we have a microphone for anybody?
Who's that guy over there?
I see a hand over there.
That's a question.
Who is it?
Slay a demon!
You
Guards, can security get rid of him, please? Can security just that him over there?
Oh, hi, Chris. I didn't.
Hello, FBI?
Sorry, the lights are shining in my eyes. You're just like you're vaguely shaped like a white man.
I am vaguely shaped like a white man.
But then I saw the bulging muscles and I'm like, this has got to be Chris. Everybody, I'd like you to meet my ex-husband, Chris Hackney. He's the voice of...
Wait, you broke up?
Oh, this is not how I want you to find out. He voices, what's his face, from Fire Emblem Three Houses, the guy who goes batshit.
Mr. Dimitri.
Dimitri! Yeah, and more recently, Ayato in Genshin Impact.
And this is now just going to be a panel about Chris.
Yeah, let's talk about Chris.
This is Chris Hackney, the piano, yeah.
This just became the Chris Hackney Q&A. Awesome. So, Chris, how did you get into voice acting?
Here's my question about Demon Slayer.
No, this is about you now.
Oh, it's
Depends on
actually
the
really
demon.
easy.
It depends on the demon. It's complicated.
I personally like using steak knives.
Cutting off the head is a common method, but not always proves successful.
Here's a question.
What breathing style do you guys want to learn more?
What breathing style do we want to learn more? Can we make one up, or do we have to pick one that already exists?
It's up to you.
I'm gonna make one up. I would do coffee breathing.
What did you say?
Coffee breathing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, cat sniffing? I want to do like cat breathing.
Cat breathing. That'd be good.
That's actually really cool. I do want something that involves cats. Like,
Right.
I wanna lace my cat's cat food with like protein powder. So like, you know how there's the army of buff mice? I want an army of jacked out cats. Just following me around with knives.
Walking on two
I
legs.
have one cat who's a polydactyl, so it looks like he's got extra thumbs, and that probably would help him like grip katanas.
Make little food.
And it's over for those demons.
And that, Chris, is how you kill demons.
That's how you kill demons.
Thank you. No more questions.
All right. Oh, I see. Nezuko in the front here has a question.
So, have you guys ever played Monster Hunter?
Yes.
I have
I
not.
love the palicos.
Yeah. A big Master Chef has swords.
You're right.
So
Right.
that's where your breeding style would come from.
Yes, it would.
Cooking breathing? I mean, I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
There's actually a game where you can play as the Palicos.
There's a game where you play as the Palico. Which Monster Hunter is that?
The newest one.
The newest one. Oh, the one on the Switch?
Switch and Jet. Play on Gen 2.
Okay, cool. Oh my god.
I guess I need to play that one now.
Good to know.
A cat with knives, abs, and culinary training? Why are we in
You know, I
imitation?
feel like that game was like made for us.
Watch the movie.
Yeah.
Who are your favorite Demon Slayer characters? You can't pick your own.
But that doesn't know.
The mice are amazing.
My favorite are the buff mice.
Both mine.
Let's see. Well, I guess if I can't pick the buff mice, in an extremely distant second, I really liked season 1 Zenitsu.
Yes.
Yeah, he's just such a goofy little MFer. But like his awakening to his badassery, where I don't know what he's like half asleep or completely asleep and suddenly takes off a demon's head. No, I bet like the $1 million animation budget really held that scene along. Like it wasn't bad, but
It was just for that scene. Just for that scene.
just for that scene. But no, I think those are the flavors of a character that I really like the dope, the comic relief dude who gives you a laugh in this otherwise very, very dark series, but at the same time has his moments of competence. For me, that's a really tasty character. Yeah. Did I buy you enough time to think of your favorite characters, guys?
I like Mini-Me Nezuko.
Yes.
When she's so tiny. I
Specific version.
I haven't kept up, so it's just like, I don't know why she's able to shrink, but I really enjoy just watching her going like,
She can just change sizes.
No, I can't help it. It is my character. Just because there's certain, I keep up pretty well with shows, not like actually watching them most of the time because I have limited time, but I keep up with the news, and so I usually know what a show is. Be like, oh yeah, that's so-and-so. You watch it? No. Why do you know so much? I read. And there was a thing where Demon Slayer was just getting started where they're like, so here's the characters with the Japanese cast, and I'm looking at the pictures, and there's that thing in my head where I realistically know, I'm not reading for that, I'm not reading for that, I'm not getting that. And that thing of like, looks like a good show. I don't know if I'll be in it, because I can't see a character that they'll let me be, until Susamaru came out. And it's like, I pushed all the other characters, I was like, whoa, that gremlin. I was literally like, that's my character. Give her to me. And they did. And I was like, oh, thank you. I was being facetious, but yeah, all right.
You do a good gremlin.
Yeah, and you got like the hair going on, like
Yeah,
short haircut.
I like gremlins these days. It seems
Also,
to be
you
a
have
time
really
pass
good,
that's
like,
happening.
You have a great evil laugh, like a little bit maniacal evil laugh. Really good.
I've honed it over all these years. I've honed it. Which one though? She has several. Half of my lines in those sessions were just laugh, varying laughter. Okay, now snicker. Oh, it's me. But yeah. Why isn't Xander here?
I don't know. Oh yeah.
He's my partner. That was also fun too. I was recording for that. I was like, this would be a really good role for Xander. I was like, this man, it'd be so cool if Xander was this character. Oh, he is? I was like, I had to like send him a text when it was okay, like, dude, did you know? It's us.
Yeah. If I had to pick, I've been asked this question a lot, and I always say Inosuke, because I just love how random he is. Like, you don't know what he's gonna do. So, like, he's one of my favorites. Also, I adore Bryce's Inosuke. I think it's so funny, and I love his maniacal laugh. I have a thing for maniacal laughs, I guess. And I think he's hilarious as Inosuke. I also just like, I love the demons for, like all of the demons for their own reasons. Including, I can't remember her name now, was by Laura Post, the doctor.
Tamayo?
Yes, Tamayo. I think she is so cool. Just like how she's got it together, and she's like, if I wasn't voicing Nezuko, I would be like, I want to voice her. Or Shinobu. Anyway.
I love the buff mice.
Thank you.
You're my hero, Khoi. Other than that, I think her name is Shinobu, the butterfly. Yeah, I just
Erica's
love
character?
that aesthetic. I just remember the first time I saw her was because all of these like cosplayers were cosplaying her, and I was like, that's just gorgeous.
Yeah. She's
And
also terrifying, which I
that
love.
makes her even cooler. I just love that, like, the person who's usually smiling and then will, like, stab you with a smile, and, like, you know, it's like, it's chill. I love that. This has nothing to do with my actual psyche, but yes. So yeah, she's my favorite, besides the buff mice, and, you know, it's a distant second.
Anybody else have a question? See you right there.
What is your, like, either favorite or least favorite character you've ever voiced?
Favorite or least favorite character you've ever voiced? I don't have a favorite or a least favorite. First of all, I'm not going to talk about my least favorite. I just don't want to bring that up. But when it comes to favorites, like, I like different characters for different reasons. I always say, like, I love voicing Annette because she gets to sing little songs, and that's fun for me. And, like, I love voicing Ivy and Carmen Sandiego because I got to do, like, some improv with my friend Mikey, who was voicing my brother Zach, and it was super fun. And yeah, so different reasons for different characters. How we get?
It's hard to put it in terms of favorite and least favorite. There are character types and moments that are fun to do, and others that are very technically challenging or vocally stressful, and those are a bit more of a challenge. I'll give you an example. Cells at work. I voiced the cancer cell. He's one of my few opportunities to play the villain, yeah. And it's a really, really delicious role just because you can let go and have fun and indulge all those impulses you have to repress in society. So yeah, it is a very delicious role. Let's see. Higurashi. I voice Keiichi Maebara. For those of you who know Higurashi, he gets up to some stuff. And a lot of that stuff involves swinging a bat while losing your mind.
Or an alarm clock.
Yeah, I mean, I'm withholding the context. But when you're a 14-year-old with that much swinging and head bashing to do with a bat, it tends to get a little stressful. Not that the character isn't enjoyable, it's just he screams a lot, and sometimes it'd be nice if they just freaking chill. But yeah, that's how I would frame it. Thank you for your question.
Yeah, I also don't really have, like, favorite character just because I love characters deeply. I get very attached to most characters that I play. And talking about at least favorite character would get me in trouble. So, but like, yeah, similarly, I like those characters that you really get to dig your teeth into. Like Sugumi from Orient, like she's been gaslit her whole life, but she's like super strong. And so like working on her more, where she's being abused and like living with the trauma from that, those moments like were really great. But then on the other hand, she's also just a gremlin. And it's fun to just be a gremlin. Also, another is Vena from Higurashi because like half the time she's really cute, and like I remember I had to use like 5 different voices for her just for her different mental states, and all of like the crazy laughing and the stabbing and you know, just it's fun and therapeutic, but also like Khoi said, very vocally stressful.
Mm-hmm.
And it puts you in a weird place when you're like acting crazy and possessed. Especially when it's from your closet.
Yeah, it's tough. Your characters all become your babies. You're really not, it's that thing, like, you're really not supposed to have a favorite. Except that means like, you're all my favorite. You're my super special favorite. I mean, it can change every so often, like your rankings, like, Jinx from League of Legends though is going to be high up there, super, super, super high. Like, you know, Peacock from Skullgirls, Sayaka, of course. Like, most of my crazy characters, because it's just fun. Hello Kitty has been a lot of fun. Like, I've loved doing Hello Kitty, because I really enjoyed the way that the people running the show have been doing it. Hello Kitty is not this infallible, perfect, shining beacon that you kind of expect. Like that sort of happens with kids shows and like sort of legacy characters where you expect like, oh, they're infallible. It's Hello Kitty. She's perfection because she's always been. It's like no. Hello Kitty. I love Hello Kitty when she like has issues and like one of my favorite episodes of the YouTube series is like she's trying to babysit Batsmaru's little pet crocodile, Pochi, who I also voice. And she stinks at it basically. And she's literally having an existential crisis through the entire episode because she keeps losing him and she's not good at this. And she literally goes at one point, I'm Hello Kitty, I'm supposed to be good at everything. I'm like, this is great, she's so real, right? I love being able to just be like, Hello Kitty, going out of her mind. It's nice that they let you do that. Yeah, and I don't know. I enjoy doing my D&D characters because it is voicing pretty much, and that's an extra layer of favoritism because they're mine. I made that. That's my character. I ownership that stuff.
D&D is so fun.
Yeah. Sorry, they've been listening to me talking about D&D since I got here, so.
No, I get it. It's fun. I keep trying to play different characters each time I enroll in a new campaign, but I always default to the sexy half elf. Just
Aren't you like a nimble when we do the cagey stuff with cagey too?
Yeah, I try. That's me trying something new, but it just evolved.
You just said sexy though. He's a sexy.
I can't. All my characters have to have perfectly chiseled abs. I will not roleplay otherwise. It's in my contract.
So does that mean Keiichi has abs?
Keiichi has abs. The mice evidently have abs.
I see the trend happening now.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. There's no character I voice who doesn't have perfect abs.
Is Murata ripped?
Who? Yeah, Murata's. Yeah. Are you kidding?
Was the cancer cell ripped?
The cancer cell is super ripped.
Yeah. Anyway, I talked a little.
They're all ripped.
Next question. Okay. Who wants to choose?
Well, Nezuko on the front here.
Who's your favorite Hashira?
Who's your favorite Hashira?
Oh, that's
We gotta have a
delicious.
question. You like Shinobu?
Yeah.
I also like Shinobu.
Right.
Do you have a favorite?
Are those the group of who trying to get Nezuko to take the blood?
They are ones
That's the
Rengoku
ones that want to
fighting.
kill Nezuko.
Right. Oh, I was like, I thought so. I like Kira's character, the pink-haired one.
Okay, yeah, me
Is there
too.
green?
Yeah, she's fun.
I love her hair.
My favorite Hashira's gotta be Murata. Oh, you guys laugh now. Oh, you're right. Sorry, spoilers. He's actually the strongest demon slayer. Just kidding. Let's see.
No, that's not canon.
You're right. It's absolutely canon. Let's see.
You're gaslighting me.
A little bit. I love your skateboard. Will you hold it up for the room? It's pretty sweet.
That's straight out the
That is
manga.
a sweet ass skateboard. I said it again. Let's see. I vibe with Muichiro just because he's the quiet, cool dude. I love Rengoku's energy, and I just have a huge crush on his voice actor. So that's cheating. But I think Uzui's been a real breath of fresh air. He's one, right? I don't know.
He's pretty flashy.
Yeah. So yeah, you asked for a favorite, I gave you 4. So thank you for your question. Did everybody have a turn?
What's that?
Did everybody answer?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, cool. Any other questions? Let's see. Blue hair, come in.
What's your favorite Pokemon?
My favorite Pokemon. I know Abby's favorite. She won't shut up about
I
it.
know, it's annoying. I'm sorry.
Listen, this is gonna sound like a cheap cop-out answer, but I liked this Pokemon before the Pokemon became a meme. Mudkip is my favorite Pokemon. This does not make me stop laughing. I heard you, tech person in the back. This does not make me a fake gamer girl. I love Mudkip. Pokemon Emerald was probably my favorite game in the series, and Mudkip was my starter in that one. And at first it was a strategic choice just because it's both ground and water type, so it's resistant to pretty much everything except grass. Grass will immediately destroy it, obliterate it. So as long as you're strategic about how you use your mudkip, it's actually like the most efficient starter, and it's also cute as hell.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah, but at that point it's just nostalgia, right? Nostalgia is a powerful
I
drug.
started with Pokemon Crystals, and
Mm-hmm.
most people don't even know what that is.
Oh, well, most people can kiss my butt.
When I was playing Pokemon Red and Blue in band class,
That is a classic. Oh, I remember those times.
my furret. I love furret because I wanted to have a pet ferret when I was a kid and I never got it. And even as an adult, I can't have one because, fun fact, the state of California does not allow you to own a ferret because they are illegal in that state.
That's so sad.
I know, I will never have a ferret. Probably my second favorite is Sobble, my sweet, sweet, anxious little boy. He's my baby. My son. So yeah.
Ferrets?
Yes.
I love Larvitar. For those of you who don't follow me on Twitter, a little too much, a little too much.
There's
I'm
no
obsessed with Larvitar, a huge Larvitar collection. I just commissioned a Larvitar hat. And the reason I love Larvitar is just because he's cute, that's it. Like, I fell in love with this Pokemon when I played Pokemon Go, and like, I didn't really care about him before that. Then I saw his like animation in Pokemon Go where he's got like a little swagger, and my pupils just dilated, and I was like, I love him, and it was all over.
Your brain just went like, dopamine.
Yep. Too cute.
I'm gonna evolve all your Larvitars
Dare.
into Pupitars. You're like the coolest
Dare.
Larvitars.
Oh, could you?
These are the weird little pebbles with no arms to swagger with.
That's Ecoy.
You're right. I'm sorry, that wasn't called for.
I'm basic. I really love Eevee, but it's because nostalgia, and also I just love foxes. And Eevee's just really cute, and I also love Vaporeon, so.
Eevee's great. Eevee's so full of
Eevee is
potential.
amazing and sassy and just perfect.
If you just level them up to a level 100 on your EV, never give them the stone. Always give them the stone.
I mean, I'm fine with the evolutions too.
Or you can
The
always
strongest
just one-shot.
Eevee.
You can one-shot you can actually one-shot the Pokemon gods.
Well, yeah. I mean, I haven't tried that, but I'll keep that in mind. My less basic choice is Pachirisu, because he's really cute. And my fiance had given me like a Pachirisu plushie when I was still working in the medical field. And she was like, you said to use it for encouragement, and I would just put it on my desk because of the whole like Pachirisu follow me thing from the Pokemon League. Or yeah, where like the Pachirisu like was basically the MVP. So yeah, that's more of a sentimental, and also he's just an adorable little squirrel.
What Pokemon do you think your Demon Slayer characters would have? What Pokemon team? Personally, I think Murata would have all the legendaries. That's his only leg to stand on in this universe, is he'd get all the legendaries. And the mice would be the Rattatas. Just a bunch of Rattatas with abs. No, but like, how else does Murata function without the help of all the legendaries? Like, he'll go to a McDonald's and like order a burger, and like they'll give him pickles when he doesn't want them, and he'll just like, and like Rayquaza comes out of his Pokeball and be like, hey, he asked for no pickles. That's how I imagine that crossover would work.
I keep picturing Apom for some reason. With the little
I can see that.
tail piece of, anyway. Be a really evil Apom. But he can throw balls with his tail.
You're right. I totally see
do that. I posted on Instagram a long time ago of like a compilation of possible Pokemon Nezuko might have. But
If you really put some thought into this.
I'm gonna go with Jigglypuff.
I thought you were going to say Larvitar.
Yeah, Larvitar.
Like an
I
aggro
think Suma would
Jigglypuff.
have a Sobble. Because Sobble is an anxious mess, and so is Suma.
He's our anxious son. Sweet, sweet Sobble.
That's a good one.
And he always looks like he's gonna cry. And I feel like half of the shots you see of Suma, she's crying.
Oh yeah, isn't that your print too?
Yes.
Of just her in tears with knives in her hands? I get that feeling.
It's a mood.
It is. You're so sad you cut someone. Any more questions? There's so many questions. Someone else pick. I'm too. It's.
How about Person in the Red Hat?
What are your opinions on the Demon Slayer movie?
Our opinions on the Demon Slayer movie? Yes? I liked it. Things I love about the movie are the animation. I say this about every arc. I'm like, the animation. The animation is gorgeous, and I really love the music, the score, and it's just so good. It's so good. Those are some standout elements for me. How about you guys? Do you have any?
I'm blown. I don't know, I haven't seen it. I'm so behind. I'm like trying to get another anime series done right now before I dive into another one. And I used to be able to handle long series. Gundam Wing, that was 54 episodes. That was a cakewalk. It's like now I can barely handle 12 episodes. It's like I lose attention so quickly. I'm like, ooh, what's that next shiny thing over here? No, I'm trying to finish. Gosh, what was it? I'm trying to finish the show. Dang it. That was great. I can't even remember the show I'm on right now. But looks great. Rengoku looks cool as crud with all the fire effects, and
No
that's how I'm
spoilers.
down with that. Yeah, and if the world hadn't ended for 2-3 years, I might have gone to the theater to see it because my roommate's in it briefly. He plays the snake guy. So I might have gone with him to support, but the world ended. So.
The only thing I know about the movie, which I haven't seen, is these TikToks of these kids saying, "Check out my Rengoku cosplay," and then the punchline is something with a hole in their chest. So, yeah.
Spoilers.
I don't know what the context is. All I see is a kid with a vortex, not even a costume or a wig. And they call that the Rengoku cosplay. Anyway, so I'm guessing it's a good movie.
With a super happy ending, yes. Tasty. How about you?
Yeah, I also have not seen it because it came out during the pandemic.
Okay, I'll reenact it for you all right now. No, I'm just kidding.
Since I was doing a lot of directing at that time, or assisted directing, I just didn't want to watch anime in my free time. So I just wanted to play video games and read manga or webtoons. So I'll get to it because it looks gorgeous. And it's UFO table, and basically everything all the animation is always gorgeous, and so is the music and stuff like that. So I will get to it when my eyes are extremely tired from looking at flags.
Is it pronounced UFO table?
I thought it was UFO table.
UFO table?
UFO table, I've heard ufotable, I've heard
Ufotable.
UFO table.
UFO table?
Ufatab, like Sirlatab.
Sirlatab.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I'm gonna look that up later.
Alright, next question. Oh my god. How about the person with a fan?
Do you guys prefer to voice the heroes or the villains more?
Are all of us gonna say the villains?
It depends on the character.
Yeah, it depends how the character is written, because a hero can be badly written and you're like, this is boring, but a villain can be badly written too. It honestly depends on the show.
I like voicing both for different reasons, but I think sometimes villains can be more fun because even though both heroes and villains are flawed, I feel like villains wear their flaws a little bit more rawly and display their flaws a little bit more openly, and that can be fun.
Yeah, it really depends. I just like complex characters. And as someone who mostly used to just play smalls, being able to play my first villain was very freeing. So, yeah, I just like both of them.
I just like acting.
We just like to play roles.
Yeah.
Please hire us.
I feel like in anime especially, the villain is like the thematic crowning jewel of the piece, so they tend to be a little more layered and complex. Not to say that there aren't fun heroes, but if it's like one of those power of friendship, defeat the bad guy heroes, sure, it's fun, but what's that show called? It's that isekai with the girl called Aqua.
Konosuba.
Konosuba. Now that's a fun hero I would have loved to play or sink my teeth into. Some other lucky duck got it. But that's an example of a hero who would be super fun to play, just because I think the term is anti-hero, one who does not embody what we traditionally understand to be a hero.
You're like morally gray heroes.
Yeah. So heroes are fun when they're funny. It's not a hard mathematical equation, but yeah, I guess the answer is it depends. But I think typically the bad guys are more fun just because it's easier for them to be fun and interesting and to have meat to sink your teeth into. Any more questions? Ooh, let's pick someone in the back this time. How about you, way in the back, in the blue mask? Yeah, you!
What's your favorite anime?
Favorite anime? I know this.
You guys go first, I gotta think of this one.
Sure. Yu Yu Hakusho. It was one of my first, and I still love it, and Kurama will always be one of my deepest loves. Also Hikaru no Go, which is less popular. It's another Shonen Jump series about a ghost and a boy who plays Go. It's actually really good, and I cry every single time I read it.
I forgot about that.
It's so good!
Yeah.
Oh my
That's a
god.
good throwback.
I'm dating myself though.
I'm like really basic, I feel like. One of my favorite series is Cowboy Bebop. I love, movie-wise, Mononoke Hime and Paprika by Satoshi Kon and the Money Actress. I'm just, you said favorite, but I'm just like, oh, these ones. Blue is so good too. It's hard to choose, but those are some I like.
Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon started the whole thing. Sailor Moon is why I am an anime fan, and I even got to this job in the first place. This doesn't technically count because it doesn't have an anime yet, but man, if they make an anime, I will be all over that. I've been reading the A Man and His Cat manga, and this has become like my favorite manga in my entire life. And
Oh, is it that slice of life with like the really ugly cat?
Yeah, with the fat.
Let me explain about A Man and His Cat real
Oh.
quick. I need to gush because this is like my favorite. It's so good for your soul. It's basically about a cat that is like a very exotic cat, and he's kind of ugly, and he's a year old, and he's been stuck in the pet shop since he was like born. And he just does this thing of like, no one's ever going to adopt me. No one wants me. I'm an ugly cat. And suddenly, in the first page, this elderly man comes up and he's like, I'm going to take that cat. And the cat internally is like going, what, are you crazy? I'm an ugly cat. You don't want me. And he's like, and the man's like, no. He's like, why do you want this one, sir? And he's like, because I think he's very cute. And the cat's just like, somebody wants me. And it's just kind of all about like the cat. They both have issues. Like it's about, because the man is a recent widower and he's getting the cat because that's what his wife wanted. His wife always wanted a cat. And it's about the man healing from his wife's death and like trying to get back out in the world. And it's about the cat also realizing that he has a place and a home and a person who loves him. And it's just so good because it's not just like cutesy wootsy. It's literally like, oh, these people have trauma. And they're making a live action movie, but unfortunately in that, all the cats are going to be, they look like they're weird puppets. They're not literal cats, they're like weird cat puppets. And I'm just like, no, I can't take this seriously. And I normally don't say this, but the man, I'm sure he's a very good actor, but I don't think the man they cast as the man is hot enough. There's no way to put this. The man in the manga, he's a gilf.
The eternal problem. They're never hot
So we
enough.
have learned that you like 80-year-old men.
No,
Who doesn't?
Has anybody watched the BBC Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch?
Yes.
My favorite character in that show is Mycroft. I love that character type. The posh, sort of like stoic, sort of like he looks down your nose at you, like sort of. I think he's gorgeous. I love Marcus to
I
death.
mean, I like Mycroft because of his intelligence.
Yeah,
I think
I love
he's a
that
very-
character type.
He's a very interesting character, but he also looks like a pimple.
He's a very lovely looking man, especially when he has a beard.
Well, he doesn't like him because he probably doesn't have six-pack abs.
That's true. Hey, I do. I like them so much, I keep them under a layer of fat.
No, yeah, that's Mycroft probably doesn't have six-pack
But I
okay.
love that character type, and the man in the manga is very much that character type, but he's also much nicer. He's just kind of closed off, but you see he's got a squishy center, and he's just like, oh, he just needs to open up and realize people do like him. It's like, oh, I love that type. I love posh men. 3-piece suit on a guy, I'm like, yes, thank you.
Me too.
Anyway, question. About that person way in the back. Yeah.
Yes, do you guys have a favorite YouTuber?
Favorite YouTuber? I do not. I'm just gonna say
Oh, I love Donkey.
Donkey?
Donkey's so funny. I love
It was
his
such an
character.
honor. He did bug snacks, and I was like, oh my god.
I like Zach. Zach Aguilar, he's a YouTuber.
Never heard of him.
He's also the voice of Tanjiro or whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, the
Oh
guy
my
who does
God.
the thing with
Why isn't he here?
14-year-old?
with the boxed sister or something with his little sister bento.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Look, I did a lot of YouTube watching back when, and I've kind of tried to put that behind me, because sometimes I feel a little embarrassed now. I mean, I watched a lot of Markiplier. No offense to him, he's a really nice guy. It's just you know, it's like I watched so much like. Back when things were simple, you know, I watched PewDiePie, I watched Markiplier, I watched, yeah, it's like, but I'm a little embarrassed now about it, so I barely watch anything anymore. I will say, my BF is a YouTuber, he's the Twit Gamer, he's British, he plays JRPGs, you can check him out, because I like to support my BF.
Aww.
I guess in terms of YouTube, what I tend to see, I like Defunct Land. That's a fun channel. That's a guy. Yeah, that's a guy who talks about like theme parks and Disney and old rides and stuff and how the history of them. I think that's fun to watch. It's kind of a little history lesson. And that one history channel is kind of fun to watch. Not Abridged, but what's the guy who does like the stick figures and he talks about historical stuff?
Sam Monella?
No.
Is it the...
It's not abridged history, it's
It's
really simple like cartoons.
Explain? Extra credit?
No, it's similar.
But that's a good one.
Is it the one that has the video about the War of the Emu?
Yeah, I think he did the wording.
Oversimplified.
Oversimplified, I like oversimplified, that's fine. That's about all I can think of. When I get on YouTube these days, I just watch like old British horror movies or Hammer horror, so I'm not watching a lot of YouTubers.
Yeah, I'm not really a YouTube watcher either, especially since when YouTube became popular, I was busy studying classical music and was trapped in a practice room all day.
Aw.
So, yeah, I had a very boring YouTube life.
Well, what if your character were a YouTuber? What kind of content would they put out?
Cat videos?
Cat videos.
It would
And
just be a cat cam.
And she just never show her face, it'd just be her cats.
Yeah.
And they also have knives.
Yeah.
And they're crying all the time.
They would probably also have like spiked protein powder in their food so that they could hold the knives and all that.
Every single animal in the Demon Slayer universe is buff. That's amazing. I love it. Is that be good?
I think that's everyone. Who's next? Question. I hate having to pick. the one with the Madoka Dodaka wings.
Oh,
I think. Yeah.
what Demon Slayer character are you attracted to?
What Demon Slayer character are you attracted
The buff
to?
man.
Woof. Woof. Let's see. God, I wish it was an 18 plus panel.
It's okay, boy.
Is it?
It's okay. It'll be okay. Just choose one of the abs.
Can I say?
But that's all of them.
I think, what's his, Tanjiro Nezuko's dad is really handsome. He's handsome. He's really handsome.
I think the guy was pretty wise.
The guy
I don't want to be
wise.
wise. What's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got charisma. I can see how he managed that. It's like the guy's got charisma.
I mean, he's also just a very loving husband.
Yeah, true. It's like, oh, he seriously loves them. It's like, oh man, he's a nice guy. It's like, yeah.
He's a buff man with style and class.
You guys remember that master with the Tengu mask in season 1?
Hiroko Daki?
Yeah, that's my answer.
Hiroko Daki. Voiced by Brooke Chalmers.
Good old Brooke
Good
Chalmers.
Brooke Chalmers. He's doing some killer voice directing on the Star Trek Prodigy series on Nickelodeon. So good.
I feel like I'm obligated to say my husband, but also because I'm making my fiance cosplay him because my fiance is 6'4" and I'm 5'1", so the height difference is gonna be perfect. And he's just, a nice guy. But I usually like pretty boys, so anybody who's pretty. Except I'm actually asexual, so like none of them.
Cool. Does anyone? Wait, did you think that?
Yeah, the buff old
Oh, yeah,
man
you
with
said that.
the
Oh, yeah.
very endowed mask.
How could I forget that in like 3 seconds after you said it?
Next question. Ooh, wow, those hands freaking shot up. How about you in front there with the fire cans?
What's your favorite underrated anime?
I don't watch underrated anime. I'm just kidding.
Tina's Journey is really good, especially the original one. It's just very chill, slice of life-y, but like she spends 3 days, she has a talking motorcycle for one, and she travels around with it and spends 3 days in every country, which is, they're more like just walled cities, which all have their sets of rules, and so she just spends 3 days there and then moves on. And so each of them have just so different cultures, and like sometimes they want to kill her, sometimes she like almost wants to stay, and like there are just some really touching stories in there. It's very philosophical, especially if you read the novels. Yeah, it's by Sigsawa, who also did, I don't know if you know Gun Gale Online, he did the novel for that, for Sword Art. But yeah, it's just very grounded, and also, even though she's really good with guns and stuff like that, and like, and has a tragic background, she loves food and a nice warm bed, and soft bed, and that's Moon.
This is another throwback. Anybody know Flame of Recca?
Yes,
Yeah. I think that's a really good show.
Tommy's really hot.
The opening theme slaps.
I'd say Boogie Pop Phantom.
Yes.
Which is an older one. And it's a little hard to follow if you haven't read the novels, though I watched it when I hadn't read any of the novels, so I really liked it because I like that surreal, slightly horror-ish face, and the soundtrack is so cool. It's got a Silent Hill vibe to it where it's like so discordant and jarring, but and weird. I love that soundtrack.
Basically, if you like stuff like Paranoia Agent and Serial Experiments Lane, it's like kind of in that same vein.
Yeah, it's good. It was, I love it. And I have so much more context for it now that I've read the novels, because I'm like, oh, I get it. And I'd also say, I think it's Skull-Faced Bookseller Hana-san, which is like one of my favorite slices of life. I don't know why he's a skull-faced man. I think it's because he's talking about real people, and everybody in the show has like a mask on except for the customers. they all wear different masks and stuff, and it's just about him working in a bookstore with his coworkers and how that worked out, and it's really fun actually.
Oh, is that the one with the
the-
skeleton head? Dude?
Yeah, the
Oh, and then there's a sequence where like he tries to speak English or something.
Yeah, the very first, it's like sort of vignettes, like it's full 30-minute episode, but they're sort of like that kind of show where they're like vignettes. It's like, here's a little vignette, now here's a little different vignette. I think it's sort of like Komi-san in that way, the way
That's
they
so
structure their
cool.
episodes. Yeah, he gets an American walks into his shop and speaking English to him. He looks like regular Trott from Sherlock. And the bookseller freaks out because one, the guy is really hot. He's a really hot older man. And two, the man's speaking English to him, and he's just like, he's like trying to buy hentai. He doesn't quite know what he's buying, and he's like, you don't want this book, sir, because, it's cute. It's cute.
I like the part where it's like the Fujoshi show up and they're like asking for BL and he's like, I guess this is popular.
Yeah, he's a really chill dude. It's kind of fun.
It's an untapped market.
It has a really sweet ending song too. I really like the ending theme.
I guess insofar as underrated anime go, I'd have to pick Demon Slayer. Obvious joke. No, that show is not underrated by any means. How many of you know about Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun? Yeah, I see some heads nodding. Listen, I get that people might pass on it because of the pastel packaging. I watched it because my partner voices Iruma in it, and it's really cute, you guys. It's another instance of like the protagonist flipping the script. He's given to his moments of power, friendship, but at the same time he also fails upwards in a hilarious manner, and also he's living the dream of having friends, which is really, really nice.
And like has romantic moments with like a super tall demon.
Yes, and is scoring with a girl who's taller than him.
Let's go.
Yeah, I know, right? For real. But yeah,
I think we got time for one more.
let's do one more question. Who's so excited to ask their question? Wiggle those hands. I'm not gonna pick. That's too much pressure. Someone else pick.
I'm biased. Let's go for the Shinobu cosplayer.
If you guys could play any other character in Demon Slayer, who would you play?
I don't think I already answered
All of them. I would want to voice the three boys. Like actually, I would just and make them all sound the same. I just because I think it'd be funny. Yeah, no, that's literally my answer. I just want to hear myself talk to myself.
I would have liked to have given Nezuko a crack, purely because I did a character in Fate Apocrypha, Frankenstein, who only spoke through grunts and non-verbally, so it's just like, well, I've already done that. I kind of want to do another character that only speaks non-verbally most of the time. It'd be fun. I enjoyed it.
I think earlier I said Shinobu and Tomoyo, one of those two.
Shinobu.
You know what? I changed my answer. I want to voice Shinobu. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Shinobu.
Ara. Yeah, say Ara.
Ara.
Yeah, you sound just like her.
Check it out. It's my sword. It's got poison in it. I'm just kidding. I'm Shinobu.
That is exactly how it was.
That's her character, right?
Cool. Well, thank you guys so much for sitting here and talking to us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching the show, and we'll see you around. We're going to do a signing soon. You guys want to-
Yeah, where's everybody after this? I'm doing a food panel with Xander, and then like at
I was
2.
signing it too.
Yeah, I think at 2 I'm doing autographs. I've got like so many prints of the buff mice if y'all are interested. It's so
Wait,
really
do you
fun.
have a print of the buff mice?
Yeah, I have a print of the buff mice.
I want one.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll hook you up.
Be there, be rectangular.
Oh yeah.
Be there, be a buff.
Morning, Maya.